Hello, this is for, sorry, I hit my computer. This is for Delphinus's crew members, all who have already had their QET session. They've already been cleared of negative energy distortions. What we are learning, this is definitely a journey. On the 28th, there was some discussions that took place between myself and some of the crew members that had chronic pain issues. And we started digging deeper. Now, I'm post several upgrades recently with my team. And so I do have a different level of perception and I would say detection now as my abilities have increased and frequencies increased. So when I started looking into why these beings who have been cleared of everything and are doing all the things right, you're clearing yourself, you're asking the questions correctly, you're getting that you're clear, all this stuff. Why are you having these painful processes continue to pop up? So as I started to dig in, it came to me that there were negative entity attachments that have been cloaked and attached to specific surgical areas, procedure areas, or chronic pain areas, like old injury areas, right? And how many of us could say that we've had those, right? For me, I noticed last year, whenever I would get this lower back, almost like top of my butt cheek area pain, for years, I'm talking like decades. This was always considered, it was labeled, it was diagnosed as a sacroiliac joint chronic pain problem, SI joint problem. In reality, it is where negative implants were. It's where I was targeted to put them because it was a place that, as a nurse, it was very explainable to have that pain, and the implant was not recognized for a very, very long time. So that was removed back then. Also removed from other crew members that had same exact complaint of pain. And so bringing that same thought process forward, it reminded me that if we get a diagnosis from our trusted medical professionals, right, that we have X, Y, and Z wrong with us, and they look at the X-ray and they've seen blah, 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 and then they recommend whatever surgery or like a shot a pain shot in the joint or something like that, anything intervention. It then flashed to the scene in Jupiter Ascending where she goes in for the egg harvest. She's going to donate her eggs, and the entire team is shape-shifted little grays, and they've been looking for her, right? Her DNA has been targeted. And so they give her the gas and they suspend time. And it came to me in that moment that it is very, very easy for the little grays, who are known as the Zeta Reticuli, who as a population have contracted with other low vibrational species like the Draco reptilians and the Orions and different things, to harvest DNA. It's very simple for them to suspend time when we go in for these elective procedures or we go in to see our physicians, and they suspend time. They drop in, they get what they want, our DNA, our tissues, whatever it is. They also leave behind negative implants that are cloaked, that have a higher frequency, that cannot easily be detected, and then they leave and time resumes. So no one in the room is aware that anything has happened. However, there is something left behind that is going to keep bringing you back to the doctor and keep giving you pain and keep giving them access to you as far as a area of weakness. Because what does pain, especially chronic pain, frustration, anger, lack of hope. All of these things are low vibrational, aren't they? So it is a major cause in why so many beings' ascension is derailed because they can't get beyond the pain. The pain is always there. So fast forward, the person I was talking to, I asked for help from Kuan Yin, Mother Sophia, and Archangel Raphael, and we were able to customize a removal to all the way down to the cellular level, all the different tissues that are involved, and a quick flush of detox. So this was a huge discovery, huge discovery. I'm not saying it to give myself a pat on the back. I'm just saying everything came together in that moment that everything clicked and has been verified several times by us here in this dimension, but also by Commander Yogananda and Sanat Kumara, that this is a huge step forward, and it really pissed off the bad guys. So I'm totally okay with that. So what we are doing is we want to try to get as many people to number one, evaluate. Is this you that I'm talking about? Do you have chronic pain problems? Do you have something that you have been ignoring for a long, long time? And because the doctors couldn't do anything, right? Because the source is not a medical problem, it is an energy problem. And do you just feel completely debilitated by it? Does it give you depression? Does it make you sad? Does you chronic pain? All these low vibrational things. If this describes you, please reach out to me. Send me a message. Let me know the specific sites you have consented procedures to be done on. I don't need to know the surgeries. I just need to know the body parts. I want to make sure that those sites are clear, truly, truly, truly clear. And then if there's something that needs to be done, I can get a collaborative assessment of what needs to be done. And I can get back with you to schedule that. It's not something I can just send out non-customized healing for. It has to be very custom because this is, again, it was placed with a very high frequency. That's why it's not been detected. There's multiple layers we are finding. It's almost like it's been woven in to the tissues and the cells. One crew member has had a lot of problems with their blood. And in the clearing session, really felt like their blood was being washed. And so it is as deep and as thorough as it needs to be. And it also is going to give you detoxing like right away because this needs to leave your system. Okay. This is one of those like, get the F out of me. You've been hanging out long enough kind of deals. So it is negative entity removal, cloaked negative entity removal. And it's a 30-minute session. It's got a quick 24-hour integration. You're going to purge and detox rapidly. And so those that are wanting the golden crown activation and attunement need to get this first because you need to get through all of this first before you heighten all your senses with the golden crown activation and attunement. So it happened, it kind of all came, like the golden crown thing came one day, and then maybe 2 days later, I got the downloads about the cloaked negative entity attachments. So again, if this is you, please reach out to me. I know through working with a lot of you who has a lot of chronic pain issues, and I am going to message some of you specifically because it's in the back of my mind and it's there for a reason. So, just kind of be on the lookout for your messages. And yeah, if that's something that really sounds like you could benefit from, please reach out to me. A lot of what I normally do in the day, I'm not getting permission to do at all, but these are super important. They're highly important. And so I'm getting special protection and special permission to perform these as quickly as possible. So I hope that you understand all this. I know it's kind of like WTF. But it's just another way that our entire system has really been molded to keep us in a very low vibrational slave state. And so it makes perfect sense when you think about it that way. When you get out of the WTF moment and you realize that a lot of what medicine has been trained to do is cut and remove or medicate. And none of those things typically are correcting or healing the source of the problem, because usually the source of the problem is an energetic imbalance. Then being under any kind of anesthesia or even signing consent for a procedure, it doesn't violate the laws of consent. And so, not that these creatures, the Zetas, they don't typically, and the reptilians, they don't typically give a shit about the universal laws. Light beings give a shit about breaking the laws and maintaining our boundaries. They don't care. But this is a way that they don't break laws, because we've consented. We've actually gone to the doctor complaining of things, and we have said, I want whatever we can do to make me feel better. And then you consent for whatever's done, and they just spend time and go in and take advantage of the opportunity. So it makes complete sense whenever you think about it in that respect. And especially, knowing that they have to tell us what they do, and they usually tell us what they do in movies that are labeled sci-fi. And to see that image drop into my mind whenever I connected these dots was a big aha moment for me. So please contact your higher self, specifically ask, do I have cloaked negative entity attachments to any surgical site or procedure site or chronic pain site? And then free will choice. If you decide to, contact me and I'll be happy to get these cleared with our team and get you feeling better. This will help propel you as well down that ascension highway. I hope you guys have a great day.